So it looks like a pretty strong mid-game push here for Coast. They could knock down quite a few turrets if they line up. Plus locking in Jarvan does give them that early game pressure to try and get them to those Trinity Force combines.
Yeah.
So Tristanna, this time around, when facing so much poke like that, we might even see her going for an early static Shiv. You know, we've seen it a lot before. Sometimes people will get a BF sword or a pickaxe, depending on how much money they have, and then make the Shiv. We'll see what Altec decides to go this time around. Renekton, once again, though, for Flarest, is one of the old bruisers that could beat up on Irelia and really punish her early. Impaler is going to proc his Raptor thing, just walk right back into a counter game.
Oh, ShorterACE. No mana on Mash. This could be a great turnaround. All the focus is going on to Gleeb, and he's going to be able to kite it out. What a perfect read by ShorterACE to stay towards the bottom side of the map.
Yeah, that was just a perfect counter gank. Very, very good news for Winterfox.
And again,
what?
No way. He's got a tracking beacon right now on Impaler.
Whoa,
Flarest! Oh, go! What? What? No!
Well, one of the best champions at defending against dives because of that stun and her ability to dash around the minions. Now, Flarest,
Slice.
no flash.
That's it. Slice can't dice. Oh! He still had dice time, and they almost gave him his escape. Nice play, though. They knew they had the damage in the gap close.
Yeah, so one of the things you'll see from really experienced Renekton players is they use their slice when their lane opponent is right next to them.
Right.
So you're barely scratching the champion model. They don't actually have to be on the other side of you, but he does get the dice charge off of it and saves it for the Cataclysm gank. Meanwhile, his team tries to get the dragon in exchange for his life.
Oh, right of the arcane! Right to the face of ShorterACE. 4-1 now. 9.5 minutes. Dragon does go over to them, so he was able to do some work before he went down.
Taylor back up here as well.
Flair's playing this one quite smart, actually, making sure he's got his bar topped off so he can get some health back and actually do a little bit more damage.
Yeah, doing a good job playing safer now. He knows he is the target.
Oh, they are going to go. He throws on Dominus, but it's not going to be enough. Taking about 3 shots there. Cris able to get the upper hand with Impaler once again. And these guys are really bringing the ganks now to the... Oh. He has to throw down Dominus, so that means he's going to stay for the fight. Cris should be able to heal up through this once Transcendent comes up. Flarest making sure he gets his bar back as well. From that Dominus being on, it will charge up every so often. And now the fight's going down towards Dragon. Teleports are up for Flarest. He's going to almost win the fight, so he may be able to come down and help on this one. But the team is backing off. Coast is able to get the advantage here. And they're going to be able to take Dragon number 1. Maybe an Infinity Edge finally finished up here for Tristanna, sitting on 1,600 gold. So that will be ShorterACE getting caught out. The Cataclysm goes down, but Sheep's the one to get it.
Janna comes up big. They try and jump on Sheep, and he's the one who actually gets the turn on ShorterACE. That is going to be an easy grouping for Coast, and should be an easy turret.
Finding a Janna roaming is not always the one you can kill. A lot of aggression just to save the turret, but they might lose their lives and the turret on this. The Buster shot comes out for the quick reset. Altec says King Me jumps back out on this one, and he will be able to start hitting some shots from the outside. Only a level 10 Tristanna, however. Not very long range on that draw bead passive. Altec taking more shots as they clean up one more. Jesiz getting a snipe out that he was looking for, and that was even after Altec had used all summoners to stay alive. Fight's going in favor of Coast here as they break down towards the mid lane. It's going to be quite easy for them to take. I don't think it's going to be just Altec, or it will be just Altec. I don't think he's going to be able to stop this by himself. The wave coming up, they have Jesiz to poke anybody off as well, and you can see reacting now, a little too late. Everybody was already backing, now they're trying to get here. The fact that they will go in is still a possibility. This is Winterfox we're talking about. It looks like they will just hold off. Let the turret go down, they will not contest. And now we actually have Cris up in the top lane by himself with Flares walking down, so he can get back to stop this. But they could try to get a pincer fight they want here. Nope, it's going to be ShorterACE going back. I don't know, they're communicating, but not on the same page right now.
You Lance.
trying to get a fight for themselves. Coast actually walked back into this one. I don't think it's exactly what they wanted. Now they have a nice kite back. It's now on their terms. A little messy there for a second. Mashme picks up the kill. Cris finally comes down from the top lane here. Remember, no teleports have been used. Flarest is down, so he can't approach the fight again. And Altec is forced to rocket jump away. Nice little snipe there by Mash. Now finalizing the kill though. Oh, gets himself out. He tries to back in the middle of the map, and he really is baiting the rest of Winterfox in for more kills. A double kill now for Cris, and Coast cleaned up the map, pretty much playing a ring around the rosy with Winterfox. Flarest now has to fend for himself while also saying, guys, I need help. We're going to lose an inhibitor versus that 4v4 fight. So not looking good for Winterfox.
Cris is massive right now. He's got 6 more kills to his name. All right.
Right on to Gleeb. That's going to be the disengaged Nami already going out, so it means they can get into where they need the flash. Will he Zanya's? He doesn't get a chance to Zanya's on this one. They obliterate Jesiz. He's out for 40 seconds. This is how big Cris is, but blown back over the wall. Altec gets 1 more second to breathe on this one. Flair is trying to provide him with the Iron Lung, giving them body block. Altec now to turn around, kite the fight. Mashme's doing damage, but it's a ShorterACE, and the little tank that he has kept him alive for the time being. Coast still comes up after a very chaotic fight on top.
Sneaky tactics, try and hit them hard and then back out. When fighting against a Baron team nowadays, you try and poke them because they don't have the regeneration.
Whoa!
Okay.
That was actually pretty sweet. Both of them flying in different directions.
Here it is!
2 kills coming in for Altec. Can he get the reset one more time? Pobelter's going to dodge out on the stun from Jesiz. They got to be careful. They know that Cris could be flanking from the side here. Yeah.
Remember yesterday, they also had an early lead. They had a gold lead when the game ended and they lost. Here we go, though. They've got to catch on
baby.
Gleeb.
That's sushi for dinner. Gleeb goes down. That's a quick kill coming in for Matt. Blanc over the wall. Oh, he found one! Who's gonna get kicked? Stunned way too quick. Jesiz knew it. Knew they could get in. Maybe if they waited for a wave that he could sit in, but when he was the only one, it was a dead one. They are gonna be backing out of this. It actually thought Coast was gonna go harder on that, but they are being very methodical about this. They're not letting themselves get caught out in these hard-fought situations. This is gonna be another turret because of that patience being a virtue. And they are going to be able to get flares as well. One of the tanks going down does not spell good things when they're already inside your base.
All right, 2 inhibitors down. Complete control here for Coast. Baron is back up, so we'll see how cautious they are. This is a fairly risk-averse team after their first opening.
Must be that left-handed right configuration.
They got him. Good thing they spent so much time getting him the right mouse.
Oh! Gleeb takes about 50% of his HP through the middle of his bar there. That's going to be a dead Nami. Gleeb goes down first once again. He did use most of his spells to assist the team, but for not, they're still chasing down, and Coast looks like they could possibly end the game here. Flarest was pushing in the bottom lane. They have vision of that, so Jesiz, the rest of the team, very happy to keep going. And they're right over the gate. Impaler's in the base.
Yeah. They've got the keys to that gate. They got the password. Tank and double turn.
Keys to the city at this point.
All right, so congratulations to Team Coast.
Yeah.
They do make up for yesterday. Clean win, fairly clean win. They had a couple hiccups.
Something they had to patch up. The whole team seemed to be a little discombobulated after that, and it's good to see that they, as we said before, could put it to the wayside. They didn't let it weigh on their mind. Flarest is doing his damnedest right now to sneeze on the entire team.
They're taking
It looks like they're going to be able to hit it.
Die.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
That's going to be the Nexus. It's the Nexus. They're going to get it. They don't have enough power to stop them. That's going to be just about 38 minutes. Actually, 38 on the clock. Coast comes up with a win here on day 2.
They killed Cris at the very end, the last second.
I know. I tried not to look at it.
His
An
death is
unfortunate
over.
turn of events. Cris does perish for the first time, but it was during a victory, so you got to take the good with the bad, Kobe.
Rest in pepperonis, my friend.
Rest in pepperonis, indeed. One hell of a game, though.